3 minutes blind intuitive reading quickies. Thank you for joining me, allowing me in your experience by listening live, archive, requesting energy reading and healing. This is June Universe at Ninja Intuitive 3 minutes energy reading quickies. So today's focus I like to give is awakening your sensors. Awakening your sensors. I like to channel the energy and to connect in this topic for today, following being current exercise as usual, updating, reconnecting ourselves consciously, taking the time together, and breathing exercise to connecting the mindfulness state practically as usual, doing the oxygenation consciously with choosing the intention that you would like to experience using this co-creating energy of oneness. So today I am having a very clear energy around me and hope that to share this clarity when you allowing me to be in your experience. So first off, let us connect to ourselves, consciously giving our attention from top of our head all the way down to the feet. All right? And if it's handy for you, get your favorite drink. That would be helpful to connect in each part of us in this physical presence here and now. So I'm sipping my coffee. And let us give attention to top of our head, noticing what you are thinking right now, and noticing what you are seeing right now, what you're smelling, what you're hearing besides the sound of my voice, what you are tasting. I'm tasting my delicious coffee. And just noticing neck, both sides, and then the shoulders, and extended into the arms, elbows, towards the hands. Noticing the fingers. I feel my hands are kind of like swollen. My fingers are kind of aching. I've been creating the craft work of the art, so that could be the cause of it. So just noticing your hands, fingers, nails, fingertips, how about the palms, and then coming back slowly towards elbows, both sides, and to the shoulders, back to the neck, under the ears, and back of your neck, and then inside of your throat, and then all the way down to the lungs. And let us place the hands in front of your chest if you can. And then notice that inside of your lungs, both sides and under the rib cage, and then to the tummy, and to the back of your shoulders, and then following the spine all the way down slowly, following the spine towards the lower back and to the pelvic area, the hips, noticing the connection to the bottom and the seat if you were sitting, and the joint, and then noticing in your stomach, belly, inside, and then the legs towards the knees, and then to the scene all the way down to the feet, both sides, heels, ankles, and then so on to the toes. Connection to the floor and to the ground, connecting to the planet Earth. Feel the gravity, which portion of your body is feeding the connection of the gravity to this planet Earth, where we are being part of. So fully connected your body to the Mother Earth. So now choosing one word that feeling that you are with, feeling, the mood. I am feeling very grounded, firm, grounded. How about you? The feeling that you are now noticing within you, inside. I am feeling grounded. So as usual, if you have a pen and paper, I highly recommend you to write that down with handwriting. You know, many people ask me the questions that why do we need to use the handwriting, and how about typing or to memorize on the phone or computer or any electrical device. That's fine too. However, what I learned is that using own hand with the handwriting, very analog way, is quite different effect that we can get by doing so. I guess that electric way to memorize is more connected to mind state, like a non-physical, that representing the mind. But when we use the handwriting, something by hand in a visible form, in an analog way, is using other part of our sensor, which I'm going to channel today about the awakening your sensors. So we have other sensors, many sensors, and utilizing each sensors for the appropriate, effective way to work as the way we would like to experience the result. I mean, the goal driven. That, I think that's practical, So that's one of the reasons that while I've been doing this exercise for over 12 years, that's what I noticed that. Because when we use the electric, like a typing, and then that became a little bit of it's a refinement. When we write it in the hand, it's like it's imperfect. But imperfect is part of the human perfect, right? But when it's the nicely typed is defined, kind of a little bit of refinement is already there. So the raw data is changing the shape. That's what I feel when I use the electrical device to expressing own self. Sometimes it's nice, sometimes it's effective and practical. But for particular purpose of this exercise is I do care about raw data, RAW, raw, as much as authentic essence coming out from us, which is the feeding. So that authenticity, no refinement, but choosing the word and to noticing, because that's what the exercise is. So I highly recommend, because of the reason handwriting is most effective so far, I found out. But it's totally, I leave it up to you to choose. But bring that word outside of us and then allow our eyes to see. That's what I do care about. It's effective. It's a scientific effect, proved effectiveness. So I just promote effectiveness. When we do that, let's do it effective way. So that's what every time I do this exercise, I recommend you to do that. Unless you are driving. If you are driving and difficult to write that down, and then just embody that word, connecting to the experience that you most resonate to the word you chose. Feeding word. I feel very grounding. How about you? Okay, so now that's the word. Now we have the feeding word. Resonate to that mood that we are with. And then next one is that the feeling you would like to experience today. At the end of today's gathering, we have another 30 minutes. So during this 30 minutes, what kind of feeling you would like to have? I like to have a feeling clear, clarity, clear, crystal clear. How about you? The feeling you would like to choose. Anything that excited, hopeful, or satisfied, accomplished. These are all good. Inspired. Joy. That's good too. So choose the feeling you would like to experience. Loving, open. These are all good too. Alright? Now, we do the breathing exercise. Consciously breathing air. Intaking from the nose. And then keep it in your body as much as you can. And let that slowly out consciously from the mouth. Alright? So let us take a long, deep breath, counting 3, 1 from the nose now. 1, 2, 3. Hold it. Hold it. Again, when we do this breathing exercise, let us keep our eyes open, wide awake, and then noticing each part of your senses sensing when you intaking the air from the nose, noticing what inside of your nose is sensing. in the throat, and then coming into the lungs, and noticing inside of lungs and stomach as if we have a balloon inside of our body, and then hold it, and then noticing the sensation inside of our body, and slowly let that out from your mouth. All right, so let's do that. Counting 3, 1. Now from the mouth. 2, 3. Hold it. Hold it. And release slowly from the mouth. The last one with a silence. So take all the air, the energy around you, resonating to the feeling you chose to experience using this together moment. All right, everything is made of energy. Let us take all the energy around you from the nose into your body, and then keep it as much as you can. Fill with that energy, and then let that slowly out from the mouth, with no longer serving energy, all right? With the silence. Are you ready? Let's do that. Go. Thank you for participating. Conscious breathing exercise for yourself. The quickest meditation for your being. This is June Universe at Ninja Intuitive 3 minutes blind energy reading quickies. I feel so grounded. I've been grounding today, but I feel more lighter. So today's focus, I like to give channeling. I like to channel this topic today about awakening your sensors. And then following this channeling, I like to give a 3 minutes blind reading from the request I had from a listener, you. Today's reading request I'm going to pick is Life Path. So stay tuned for the 3 minutes energy blind reading quickie. If you like to have your own reading, please visit the website www.thatfutureforecaster.com, thatfutureforecaster.com. There's a form that you can submit your request anonymously for this community. So then I'm going to pick your request and using 3 minutes at this every Monday's weekly podcast here to share their insight without telling your name or your personal information. That's an anonymous community, and you just assign that symbol. So that allow me to read that energy intuitively without knowing your particular story, and then deliver the insight. So you will help all of us to connect in one energy, and then we all send a good energy to your personal creation in this energy community. So that's how it works. All right. So it's coming following this today's focus. I'm kind of backwards today. Alright, so focus of the day, awakening your sensors. Awakening is something coming to our awareness in a new way, unexpectedly. Unexpected. Before, it was that, and now that is this. Even if we are seeing the same view, we see in a different way. What we see. What we don't see. What we don't see. What we see is based on our perception. Perception is unique to each one of us. What you perceive is original to you. What I perceive is original to me. The perception is connected to our experience since we started this journey on earth. What we think is based on what we know or don't know. Our emotion gives us a sign when we feel fearful, unknown, or based on that past experienced combination of it to create that scenario that is resonate to that fear. So what's the trick is? It's all about perception. We never experience exact same way to perceive in the experience. That's the uniqueness of human beingness. What we think, what we feel, sometimes is different. Our mind sometimes calculate in a way against the feeling. Noticing the difference. If there isn't a space, when you can notice that view, what you think and what you feel, two different states, and notice are you noticing. If you see that resonance to that, these each part of us, it would be wise to notice the chooser self, to choose for bettering. So our sensors, humans, physical sensors and non-physical sensors, be open to utilize what you sense, which based on what you experience, know, knowledge, and unknown. Being open to the newness. When we give a focus on bettering, based on the past, bettering, always unknown element is there. So be open-minded, using that sensor outside of the mind. Observer, allow that to observe what your mind is creating based on your perception. What you're feeding is feeding based on your beingness, sensors, experience. Perhaps what you believed yesterday might be one of the choice from now here point of view. When you have new information, the view that you see might be completely different. Utilizing the gift of the human, able to think, view, take a look, organize. Might require the exercise to utilize once there isn't a tool available. However, we don't see. If you don't see the tools, even if there's there, we don't see. So, where is the tools available? Allow your senses sense that. Physical sensor. See, hear, smell, taste, touch. Physical sensation sensors. And non-physical sensors. Third eye, telepathic messages. We are part of the universe. Non-physical sensor, we are always part of that sensors, being open to it. In this oneness, we can send, receive, perceive, sense. How you can notice which sensor you're using or ready for you to use to be noted by your awareness consciously. Human gift is always available to each of human being. Conscious or unconscious, it's up to us to use the gift consciously for your conscious choice. It's up to you, up to me, up to us to use the gift or not to use it. Choose the choice. It's been left up to you, me, us, individual. That's why the life on earth is quite unique to each one of us. Let us be open to the gift of human being utilized by awakening your sensors. This is Juni Universe. Ninja Intuitive 3 minutes blind intuitive reading quickies. That's interesting. Human sensors, awakening intuition sensors. Whatever the sensors came to your awareness, it can become a tool to make you better in. That's so true. Some people use this as a word, some people use this as a physical body, some people use this as a sound of music, some people use this as an whatever, intellect. So, connecting and awakening the sensors is such an such a powerful exercise for conscious living, empowering life work. So let me move on to the 3 minutes energy blind reading quickies. Actually, I'm noticing all of a sudden I became hungry. All right, so today's reading, I would like to pick from Life Path. So when I'm doing this 3 minutes blind reading to deliver the insight for a requester's intuitive reading request, submitted by our website www.thatfutureforecaster.com, thatfutureforecaster.com. So I would like you to send a good thought, energy, prayer, whatever you name it, to this requester's experience as if they're experiencing in the perfect way in their experience, all right? And then at the same time, embody that feeling that you like to have in your experience. We chose together. Mine was a clarity, clear feeling. So I like you to embody your chosen feeling. Remember the one that you chose? Joy, exciting, happy, these are all good. Open, prosperity, abundance, these are all good too. Or if you are in a challenging point, then it's difficult to choose the feeling exciting. If you are experiencing full of grief, for example, so then maybe you would like to have the feeling of calmness, like calm feeling, or proud. These are good. So just choosing that authentically, changing that frequency, So that's why only you can notify your feeling. So let us be responsible for our own feeling and treat our feeling as the most important things in your life. Because I do care about your feeling, because you're the most important person in your life experience. Am I right? So let us take care of our feeling and choose wisely. And let us use this together moment in the most wise way. All right? So I'd like you to embody that feeling. Okay? So then when you embody the feeling and then send a good thought to the energy requester, the reading requester, in this field of oneness, one energy reconnecting this point of creation, the energy, universal energy return system will coming back to you, helping you embody the feeling you chose for yourself. So that's the beauty of the energy oneness. And then I thank you for joining, participating in this oneness, because we need each other to be part of this energy of unity. So thank you for joining, listening, and requesting, allowing me to be in your experience. So today I would like to pick the first one, and I'm going to put the timer here, 3 minutes. Okay, the timer 3 minutes is the first one here is Life Path, merry-go-round. Merry-go-round. Here's a 3 minutes. Life Path, merry-go-round. I got that sense that this particular topic in your life path Seems to be you are intending to make it as a perfect flow, and at this point that still in the organization of each part of that in the wheel of circle around the smooth ride. um in the four pieces I'm sensing, it's the four corner, it's still in the idea level that in order to make it as a smooth ride, we may want to have that into the feeding and the physical combining together. So now into the stage of idea level to really putting that into the action stage. So idea into the action list, whatever the action list that you can feel as it's possible by yourself, and then starting from there it's going to be more smooth and a new idea is coming and then moving into as the way that you wished. I'm getting a sense that it might be 2 months would be a good enough to work on the way that you wish to have as a smooth ride. So just to give it as no need to think of much difficult or challenging, but just the chewable pieces that the small action is good enough to bring it into that next phase, because I want to see the movement. When you are sitting here or like a stop in the car, it's very difficult to make a turn. But when you move slowly, even a little bit, it's easy to move the car. That's what I'm seeing as the way the thinking is perfect. However, little by little movement will give you a little easier flow as the way the direction you chose to make it happen. So give it a target until the end of October, around Halloween would be a good target to accomplish something, and just allow yourself to take action with easy going flow to enjoyable small action. The size doesn't matter, but the action does matter. Good luck. This is the merry-go-round, the category of life path. Thank you for your request. Okay, then now the next one is the rooftop. Rooftop of the life path. I'm getting the sense that there isn't enough energy already got on this topic that you are now with. And I think it's the time for you to convert this charged energy into the 7 different areas. I mean, it's like it's the balance in the harmony to share this charged energy. I got the sense that your nature is a human connection and a people-driven type of authentic nature, and might be a good to realign to that. I'm getting the sense that little bit of worry about to be controlled by that where you align to the authentic self based on your past trauma that you experienced when you were a child, for like 7, 8, 9 years old. You are so open, and then injured became a wounded self, became a trauma. But now is the time to heal that part of you, that your nature is so much connecting to human people and authentic open heart, and then seeking a way to protecting yourself until now and to build your sense of self. But I guess you're ready for that ripe now. So that good to get really grounded and then use your creative power to create based on the open-hearted with your skills and charged energy. choose the color orange and really get grounded in a conservative way. Maybe it's too conservative, but with the creativity, it's really been accepted as the way that you really wished for. I'm kind of getting the sense that your long wished list, like you dreamed for, is coming. It's going to be the full swing around the next springtime, around March, April. So until then, you just want to exercise the charged energy, convert it into that balanced way, and trust in your ability. These are the components. We all have that little child within us, and then at the same time, we all grown up as an adult. So now is the time for you to trust that you gain knowledge and skills as a person. Good luck. I'm sending lots of good energy and positive energy for your creation. Thanks for your request. This is the rooftop, the category of life path. I think I can give another one. For that is the honey. Honey for a life path. Okay. I got the sense that this is kind of, you already got what you wanted, and a sense of satisfaction at this point of creation. And this particular topic about life path and this honey is that being asked to expand your desire, and to get the excitement back into the new level. I'm kind of feeling that already that when you put your mind to it, you get whatever you want to get, and then you've been doing and getting what you wanted to. But I'm just here to remind you that there is no limitless. You may want to exercise the desired exercise, expand your desire, that dream work to dream bigger. I'm not saying big because I know that you've been doing as a big work and then you got what you wanted. But so a little bit of more like a master training to expanding that new level of possibility. So finding people that you a little bit more, some desire exercise, somewhere you like to visit, never been there yet, something that you never done it yet, hobby, artwork, place to visit, anything would be good. And connect with the people who are new to your experience would help you to expand the muscle of desire, and then that will allow you to get the excitement back into your creation. And then from there, I feel you know what to do with it. So do choose something outside of you already know, and then be open to the adventure as expansion. Good luck. This is the category of life path and symbol of honey. Thank you for your request. You can also request your own life's curious matter, intuitive insight, anonymously without telling any of your personal information and details at submitting the form going to www.thatfutureforecaster.com. Thatfutureforecaster.com. Look forward to connecting and intuiting your curiosity. So how's your embodiment exercise? Let us take a long deep breath, counting 3, 1 now, 2, 3, and exhaling, feeling with all the feeling energy you chose to experience. I feel very clear. Thanks for joining. This is June Universe. I see you next time. Until then, all my love and healing to your heart.